So hi everyone, this is my June-July favourites. I was so wanting to get June favourites in separately, but of course lovely baby Blake decided to come almost a month early, so that's basically what I've been doing as I mentioned in my vlog for the last 4 weeks. But I'll launch straight into June favourites and I'll try and whiz through that fairly quickly because it's been and gone. I'll spend a little bit more time on the July favourites and that. And of course, if there's anything that you want to see a review on or any more detail, obviously let me know below. So one of my favourite products in June were blushes. For some reason, I sort of cut back a lot on sort of foundations and powders and was more going for just sort of brightening the cheeks, more into sort of peaches and corals. More focusing on sort of dark lips, and then when I wasn't doing the sort of dark lips, I was more focusing on trying my mineral loose shadows and needed sort of eyelid primers for that. But one of the blushes I favoured in June was a Bellapierre one, and this is a 4-gram size. This is a mineral cosmetic range, and this is the colour Desert Rose. I actually got this one in a pack. I can't remember what the kit was called, but I think this is normally about 9 grams, and this is the 4-gram size, which I'd call more like a travel size. You can also get sample sizes of 2 grams for the powders or the loose mineral powders in that range as well, which I find also really useful for traveling. Also, I like that it comes with the divider or the slide divider. And that's the actual colour. It's a beautiful peachy colour. Another one that which is fairly similar is the, I think it's pronounced Inuovi Cosmetics line, and this was actually sent to me by Cindy or Lucky You 8888 on YouTube. She doesn't do any videos yet, but she does have a blog, and this is in the colour Hyperbolic. I actually mentioned this in a swap that we did. She sent this with a whole lot of goodies. You can see it's a fairly light apricot-y peach colour, but this is very shimmery. It's like a gold shimmer to it. It's really pretty, so I love that as well, sort of the top of my sort of cheekbones to give more of a highlight rather than a blush, but I really love that more blush. This is a Red Earth one, BE001 Duo Blush. So it's got a nice little mirror there. The brush I took out, but you've got like a really nice sort of peachy and then a more darker apricot-y sort of colour. I was also going for more stronger lips when I wasn't doing quite bold eyes in June, and probably the one I reach for the most is a sleek Pout Polish in the colour Perfect Plum. This is a really, really pretty sort of burgundy, I don't know, burgundy plummy colour, but that is basically how it comes off if you don't sort of blend it in. Really, really strong. You only need a little bit as well, but it is so moisturising. I really, really love it. And this one I got from CrushCosmetics.com.au. I also love the smell. It's like a toffee, a raisiny toffee, almost like a golden syrup sort of scent in that. It's also good because it's an SPF of 15 as well, so you actually get. And as far as the eyes, I mean, most of the colours I actually used in June were actually from my palettes, my Crush Cosmetic palettes. I'm actually going to be doing an overview of all of the ones that I have as well. So basically the 88 palettes, like there's the warm, the neutral, the shimmer, the matte, and there's the Metal Mania one. So I was basically playing around with all of those colours, so rather than getting them all out and showing you, that's basically what I was using on my eyes, trying to sort of work through some of those colours. But I needed primers for that, and the primers that I basically reached for in June, first one is the Urban Decay in the colour Sin, so it's like that champagne-y shimmer colour. And the other one I was trying was this one, the Australis Eyeshadow Primer. I actually use this more under my eyes. It didn't really hold the colour too long on my eyelids because they are fairly oily, but I actually found it was actually quite useful under my eye area, so just a little bit in the corners, because when I was wearing a lot of the loose mineral powders or using the colours from the 88 palettes, which are a little bit softer and finished than some other shadows that I have, I found that it was getting a little bit of fallout. So I was using it under sort of the eye area when I was applying the eyeshadows around there, and actually found it worked quite well, but under my eye. Again, I don't sort of get oily around under my eyes, just on my actual eyelids themselves, but I actually quite like that, and I will be doing a review on this once I do an overview of all my other sort of primers. And last but not least for June, if I can get it out, more sort of my face. And I've been using this for the last couple of months. I do have to do a review. I just sort of been a little bit behind. Is this Baha skincare range. So there's quite a few products there I've got to do a review on. And this is the Hydrating Face Cream. And this is for all skin types. You can see I haven't got much left. It's actually in a nice glass or frosted glass container. Probably got about that much left, and it's a 30ml bottle. This one's got enriched with marine plant extracts and green tea. And I really have been enjoying this range because, like I've said before, I wanted to get more into natural and organic skincare. And now for the July favourites. Speaking of July favourites, one of my absolute or top favourites for July and probably for all time was Blake. He just sort of woke up, so his dad's actually entertaining him for the moment. One of the ones I've been enjoying, but more the last couple of weeks that I've been home in July, is actually this hairspray. Well, not hairspray, it's a spray for the hair. It's this Esso Salon Only Sea Salt Spray Beach Hair. I've sort of only used sort of that much, but it's literally only been the last couple of weeks I've been using it. This I actually got at the Blogger Meet in April, the beginning of April, where we did the swap. I think I mentioned even in my last sort of favourite some of the other stuff I got from the swap, which I've been enjoying, and I've been loving this. But something like this to give that sort of natural beach waves, I've been liking this. So I've just sprayed it sort of from the midsection down to the ends, and it sort of gives a nice sort of natural wave, because normally if I don't put any product in, because my hair's been so badly, I suppose, heat treated over time, it's actually quite frizzy and dry, but this actually gives quite a moisturising sort of finish to the hair, or actually feels quite hydrating, funnily enough, but it gives that sort of beachy wave finish to the ends, and it sort of helps weigh it down a little bit now that I'm sort of wearing it out or not really having much time, or even when I sort of just I even use the dryer on it, but I don't even have time for that, so who am I kidding? But I've been loving this. So whoever actually brought this to that swap meet in April, thank you so much. I've been loving it. I'll probably try and finish the whole thing. Yeah, so thank you. One of the little ones that I actually got sent in a pack was Cindy, which is Lucky You 8888. She sent me a box of goodies, which I will be going over in a haul video. But she sent me a box of goodies of sort of cosmetics and even some baby clothes. Thank you so much, Cindy. But this is one of the favourite things that I've been loving in that. It's the MOR Pomegranate, I think it is, Body Butter. This looks more like a sort of sample size or a travel size. I'm not sure. This, I absolutely love it. It smells so good. It smells like a mixture between marshmallow and candy floss or something. Oh, God. I'm obsessed with just smelling it, but I've been using this more on my arms and that, so I can actually get that scent during the day. I love it. Absolutely love it. It's a really nice sort of tacky, buddy buttery finish. I love it. So thank you again, Cindy. Oh, another thing that Cindy sent me, which I've been loving the last couple of weeks, is this Palladio Rice Powder. And it's in natural little puff. I haven't been really using the puff. I've just been using my brushes. It actually comes with a little plastic on top, because the loose powder is always sort of full over the place. Just done half the holes, so that way I don't get a large fallout of the powder. But love that. Love this. This is probably the blush I've loved the most in July. And this is an N.Y.C New York Colour Blushable Cream Stick. And this is in the colour Big Apple Blush. What a cool name. And let's see all these swatches I've got going on. This is actually a really nice sort of pinky colour. Let's see there. But what I love about it, as opposed to all the sort of stick ones that I have, or even roll-on blushes or cream blushes, this is probably one of the most creamy feeling, and it just sort of glides on. You really don't need that much. That's probably a little bit too much. So what I do is just sort of put a little bit on and then work it in with my fingers. But it's so easy to use. And on days where I literally don't have time to do sort of my face or full face of makeup, I literally have been putting nothing else on except tinted moisturiser, and then just rub a little bit of this in the cheeks just to give me a little bit of colour, and that's basically it. But I love this. I actually got this from CrushCosmetics, but it was actually a gift. So every time I order there, and I'm sure everyone else that orders there, it's a little gift. This is one of the ones that they had there. Fortunately, they don't sell this line. I really wish they did, because I've seen so many different colours in reviews on YouTube and stuff, and they look great. I really want more of this, so I'm really happy that I got this one to try, so I love it. Thank you, CrushCosmetics. And two of my favourite eyelid primers, speaking of eyelid primers for July, has definitely been this one. I love it. It's the NYX HD, or the High Definition Eyeshadow Base. Again, I'll be doing a review on this. I have actually shown this before in the haul. It's just a little doe foot applicator, but it works really well. I'd say this is pretty much like the Urban Decay Potion Primer in the way that actually helps the eyeshadow stay on my eyes. So I do have fairly oily eyelids, and it gives a nice sort of matte finish once it sort of dries. I'd say it gives a great sort of base for making eyeshadows stand out more, or any more pigmented or any more colourful than they go on as when I don't have the eyelid primers on. But it is great for my oily eyelids. Another one I was actually quite surprised by is this lime crime one. I just love that packaging, and I actually bought this from CrushCosmetics as well. And when I first opened it, it actually looked like the MAC, what do you call them, the MAC paint pots. That sort of thick consistency, or sort of creamy consistency to it. But this works, it actually does work, and I was quite surprised. And this is something I've been loving only the last couple of weeks, because I actually got it as a birthday present. This is the Elizabeth Arden Ceramide Advanced Extreme Time Complex Capsules. Intense treatment for face and throat. So you got the little capsules here. You twist the top off, and then you basically rub it into your face, neck. I've even been using it on my hands. It's that moisturising. I'd like to say thank you to Debra. Hello. Okay, now back from my little intermission. Little interruption from one of my absolute July favourites, little Blakey. You're so delicious. So cute. But I'm gonna have to go and feed him, and then I'll come back and finish my favourites. Come and say hello. He's 4 weeks old today. Okay, so back from feeding him, so he's just settling down. See him. Isn't he cute? He's still half awake, so I've just got to wait for him to fall asleep properly before I put him down. We can see your eyes. But yeah, he's definitely my July favourite. So I've got a favourite for Blake, and this is a cream. So I've been using it as a actual body cream. It's basically a baby face cream, but I've been using it for his body as well. It's from the range Babies Only Organic Baby Skincare. And I actually picked this up at David Jones on or after the Blog and Meet in April, and I was putting this aside obviously for when he was born, but it's actually been really good to moisturise and hydrate. It's actually been quite good after a little bath or something. We'll put this on. And it's got Manuka honey to nourish and heal. And I love Manuka honey. I love products with Manuka honey, particularly for my face. I've been using it also on his face, around his sort of forehead, and sort of around his sort of chin area. It's been actually quite dry, but this has been quite nice, gentle on the skin. It was actually really cheap as well. It was about $16. Another skincare product. This was actually a scrub. Just take the lid off. This is from Peach Face. It's called It's My Body Scrub. I'm actually going to be doing a review on this range. Some products were sent to me by Peach Face. This is sort of what's left of the body scrub. So I actually took this to hospital as well. I used that the week I was in hospital, but I've used it all in July. But I absolutely have been loving this. It's a really nice gentle exfoliant, so all over body exfoliant. It's got hibiscus flowers in it. That's basically what's in there, and desiccated coconut and stuff, and pink grapefruit essential oils and stuff like that. But I'll be doing a more detailed review of all the products that I've been playing with in the actual Peach Face review, so look out for that. That's coming up. The last things which I absolutely love, because I used this when I was in hospital for the week, but I've been loving this June and July. It's been in my bag, it's been with me when I've been traveling and stuff. I just keep forgetting to show it. Estee Lauder little mirror and comb set. I think I got this in a bag or a makeup bag as a gift with purchase or something. I can't really remember, but it's just so cute. Just slides in or clips in that mirror there. And it's just perfect to take with you traveling, put in your bag, your makeup bag. And that's pretty much it. It's sort of been all over the place, a whole lot of different sort of products. Hopefully you found some of it interesting, even the intro to Blake. Okay, take care.